this video, I'm finally doing a review of the Ley Simplified Planner. I've had my eye on this planner for years, probably at least 5 years, ever since I saw this rainbow color scheme that she was using in her planners. I wanted a copy, love anything and everything in rainbow. So I got the weekly planner, which was this one here. I also got the Dapperdesk and the daily layout as well. So I will be doing separate review videos for those. In this one, I'm just going to do the weekly planner, and then I also got a sticker book. So she has quite a few stickers on her website. They are a bit pricey though, so I just wanted to get one sticker book to see like the quality and if it was, well, if I liked it, because they don't show all of the inside pages of the sticker book. I'm going to show you quickly just so you can get an idea. I tried to get the one that is the most, I'd say, functional and decorative. I didn't want like all functional or all decorative. I wanted a good mix, and I think this sticker book did provide that. The color printing is really nice, as you can see. Love those rainbow colors. I do think the format of the sticker book is probably not the best. So I can already see the sticker sheets are tearing off from the from the stack. And I've only flicked through this a couple of times, so it's not really going to hold up very well. And the other thing, it doesn't have an elastic band to keep it closed like the Manby sticker books do, which I think would be very beneficial to keep it all together, especially if these sheets are going to start tearing away. Really love this Christmas stickers, so cute. It's like functional and decorative as well. So there's pretty good mix in this sticker book. We've even got some teacher and school stuff. Then there's some fitness ones later on. Cleaning. Some meal icons. So even though it's the Ley stickers and they're probably designed, you know, to use with her planner, like ones like these, you could use them in any planner. Doesn't matter if it's a daily, weekly, or even a monthly spread. Use them wherever. So some of these ones, like the flags, you get a few sheets of the same ones. Even some pet ones, birthdays. I don't like these like emoji things. I think that's a bit of a waste. And then we've got some me time, and then the rest is just fitness. So you do get quite a few sticker sheets in that bundle. So I do like probably about half the ones in that book. I probably wouldn't purchase again just because I can make my own stickers. But if you were looking for some and you wanted like rainbow colors that coordinate with the planner, obviously they are very cute. For the price, I do think it's not too bad because you do get quite a lot of sheets in that little stack. Just for size, so you get a bit of an idea, the little book is about 4 inches wide by about 5 inches high, so it is quite mini sticker book. Let's have a look at the planner. So the planner is, I would call it medium page size, so most medium, in my opinion, planners are around 7 by 9. This one is about 6.5 by about 8, and the pages inside are a little bit smaller than that because this hardcover does extend a smidge beyond, as you can see there, to protect the tabs. I'll show you there. It is about, not really good with inches because I'm in Australia, we use centimeters. Centimeters, I'd say about 1.5 inches, maybe half to 3/4. It's not too fat and it doesn't feel too heavy for a hardcover. Usually they're really, really heavy. This one is not too bad. And it's even got the planner name on the spine, which is a nice touch because most planners do not bother doing that. The color printing is really nice and bright. Love the little gold foil as well, and the little edges as well, which will stop it from getting damaged. Inside we have a pocket folder that's stuck directly to the cover, and as you can see, it is quite thin. You can't really fit much in there. It does come with a sheet of some functional stickers in those nice rainbow colors again. But apart from this one sticker sheet that already comes in the folder, I don't think you're really going to fit much more in there. It is quite small. Moving on to the pages of the planner. So I was really impressed with the quality of the hardcover and the color printing, but then when I opened the book, I was quite disappointed actually, because you can see that there is already a lot of show through of what's like already printed on the other side of the page appearing on this one. So I thought the paper quality would be way better, where you wouldn't see any of that ghosting. It would just be nice bright white. So it is white, but it's very thin, and the show through continues the whole way through the planner. You can see ghosting of the design on the back side of every page. So at the front, we've got some annual overview planning pages, dates at a glance calendars, prep for a new year, like a reflection section, a routine, simplicity challenge. So they suggest doing it over 30 days, but I would probably pick a couple of these tasks and allocate like a few to the monthly spread. You know, I wouldn't do it all in one go. It might be a bit overwhelming, but they do have some nice ones that people would probably forget, like purging your purse. Most people, I think, would forget to do that. So it's a good little reminders list there for you. a yearly bucket list. Now I'm not particularly sure why in some of the pages of this planner, it doesn't only happen on this one, it happens on a few others as well, why they have this giant gap here. So I don't know if the intention is to write like the month and then the day or what, but I just think why wouldn't you just expand it out, you know what I mean, so it maximizes the page more. We have some lined notes pages where you can see that really bad ghosting showing through. Just so unfortunate because I really did think this planner was going to be brilliant paper, but as you can see, lots and lots of show through. So after some notes pages at the front, we get into the monthly and the weekly spreads. Really do love these rainbow colors and how it's continued the whole way through with the tabs, the colors, like even on the spread, there's a bit of color there that's blue, not just like plain black. One thing I'm not loving is the split boxes. So if you follow me, I know that I absolutely cannot stand when planners do this. There is no logic at all to it. Cannot stand it. You can't fit anything in a triangle like this. It's just so stupid. Why wouldn't they just restart the numbering on the top row? You've got these giant blank boxes which you could easily just put the number in there and continue planning. So that is definitely a major con for me. I cannot stand that at all. I would be getting some white out. First thing I would do and get rid of that, wipe that out and just restart the numbers. The other thing that I'm not particularly loving is, like I mentioned before, with how it doesn't really maximize the page. So you've got probably about 1.5 centimeters here between the edge of the line and the page. You could extend that line out a bit more and get more space. So not really a fan of that either. Up the top here, they have some simplicity tips like that list that I showed you just before. So I do quite like those reminders, something a bit different than most planners include. And you do get a little month at a glance calendar. I don't really like those because you can just flick to the next month like pretty easily, you know, with the tabs. So I personally don't think it's necessary, but it's there if you want it. Other thing, they do print some of the US holidays on the monthly calendar as well, and they put those down at the bottom of the box. So they're not taking up too much space, but I think it would be better if they just put it up there in line with the number, and then you get a full nice big box to plan in. But not really a major con, just minor nitpicking. I'll just show you the colors so you can see. So yellow, so they've got this little bit up the top here with the month matching the colors of the tabs. So I'll show you the blue, the teal. I do like this bit here where this becomes like a giant color-coded tab so you can grab it easier. I think that's a nice touch. And you do get a ribbon bookmark, but I was a bit disappointed because you only get the one. I think one for your weekly and then maybe one for some notes pages at the back would be helpful. But again, it's not a deal breaker. Green. And these colors continue through to the weekly spread as well, which I'll show you in a sec. I'll just show you the hot pink. Here we go. Okay, let's have a look at one of the weekly spreads. So here is one for May, and we can see that we've got the same colors, the dark blue, the teal, the lighter blue, green, yellow, and the pinks. So I do love all this lined writing space. The line spacing is a bit closer together than what most planners seem to have. I think it's about 5 mil. I will measure that and include that in the blog post, which will be linked down below. You get half lined and then half checklist, except for the weekend, where it becomes like merged. So you've got Saturday and Sunday in the same space as one weekday. Some people will like that, some people won't. I prefer to have more space on a weekend, but I understand for this type of planner it makes sense to combine the two. I'm not really sure about this Sunday prep thing, so I wouldn't really do those. I don't need those. I want to put my own things in the planner, so I'm not really loving that that's pre-printed on the pages, but you could just get a sticky note and cover that up if you didn't want to use those. As for when a month starts midweek, let me just show you that. So it will just carry on onto the same page. So there's some planners like the plum paper, which will like duplicate the spread. So with April, you'd get this, and then they would repeat all of this again in May. So this one, it doesn't do that. It will just continue on the same weekly spread, so you're not wasting any pages. And the same colors are continued throughout, so it's not color coded like the months. So the month when it was like pink, it had, you know, the reference to the, or in this case, the green with the letters. The weekly spreads are just colorful the whole way through the planner. They're not color coded with the months. The pages are laying flat on their own, which is a big pro. If I flick to somewhere towards the end of the planner, they're laying flat. If we go to the front, they're more likely to close on their own. As you can see, I think if you break the spine, so if you flip it over like this, and then I pull it back a bit. I do this with any hardcover planner. You've probably seen me do it in a few other videos. If you do that, it's more likely to lay flat on their own. But this time, I don't know, I've done that a few times before I actually filmed the video as well. I don't know if you can see that. There's just not enough space for it to be able to lay flat because of the way they've bound this. So these ones at the front are probably going to want to close on their own a bit more. But I think if you put something heavy there, it would be okay when you're writing with it. At the very back of the planner, just jump to the back. After the weekly spreads, one thing I forgot to mention, you can choose between a calendar year or a academic year planner as well. So we've got some notes pages, some more line notes pages. There is no dot grid or graph pages or anything like that. It's all just lined at the back here. In relation to the rest of the planner, this is how much you get notes, and that's the weekly and monthly. So it's quite generous. Most planners will only include probably like maximum 4 notes pages. This one you get quite a few more. I will count them if anyone's interested and include that in the blog post as well. And they all just have that pink notes word up the top. And then at the very back, the planner does not have another pocket folder. It's just that back cover and then the rainbow pattern again on the back. So I think another pocket folder on the back would be helpful, especially since the one at the front is quite, like you can only fit 1 sheet in there. So overall, my thoughts, love the rainbow colors, obviously big fan of rainbow. I do like the weekly spread. I think it's very functional. Monthly calendars, a few little minor things which I think could be improved, but overall not too bad. I do like the planner. Is it worth the cost? I think it's a little bit overpriced, and the reason I'm saying that is because before I brought this one, I actually got the At a Glance Emily Ley collab planner, which has pretty much the same layout as this one, and it is in more of like an A5, a bit smaller page size with a like coil binding, and it's lighter, and it was a lot cheaper than getting the actual Emily Ley planner. I'm thinking about doing a comparison between the two, which might help you decide, but I think that one, the collab planner, is better value, and I just like it better than the original Simplified planner. I thought that my thoughts would change and I would prefer this one instead, but once I saw the paper in this one, I was like, I don't think it's really worth paying extra for this because it's not like that much better paper quality. So I'm like, I like it, but I'm not going to rush out and buy another one, and I probably wouldn't recommend it if you did want a more like affordable planner. This one's quite pricey and it's nice, but I don't think it's really worth paying the extra for it. So I might get some backlash for that, but anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I will have the link down below to the blog post, which will have all the details like the line spacing, and I will have the links to the other Emily Ley planners that I'm going to be doing reviews of. They'll be down below as well once they are posted. Don't forget to subscribe. That subscribe button is down below as well, and I will have a link to some downloads for some planning tips, etc. If you're interested, that will be in the description below as well. Hope you found this video helpful. See you in the next one.